Did you know that currency is the lifeblood of every economy and the stability of our currency cannot be overemphasized? We have Naira currently trading at 710 to a dollar, and we have misconceptions coming that it is because of information that is being released on Aboki FX or the volume that cryptocurrency traders are doing. That's the reason for this particular market change. We all know that this particular thing is not correct because, as we know, there is a global increase in the valuation of the dollar, which has seen other currencies that are having it pegged as their denomination currently reduced slightly in their value, because we now see Euro released a news a few weeks ago that the dollar is now at par with the euro. So it is actually affecting all currencies globally. And then it is actually a factor of a demand and supply basis, because we see something like the petroleum sector of Nigeria exporting in revenue of about $6 billion on a yearly basis, which that particular $6 billion has to go out without being replaced in terms of the supply, because that money is money leaving our foreign reserve. How do we curb that? Because you can see that currently we have the elite also exploiting this particular dollar system by doing what we call the arbitrage. The naira to dollar rate currently is at 410 for the treasury, CBN treasury, and some people use fraudulent means like basic traveling allowance, or maybe they are sick, to be able to take this particular dollar at the current CBN rate, and then they go and change it by withdrawing it as ATM from foreign countries when they go out, and then they now mess up the naira structure, and this does not really make sense. Then we see that the foreign direct investment that have been coming into the country for the last few years is at its lowest. Ideally we had like 10 billion, 15, 20 billion. Now we have just 200 million in our foreign reserve, and we can see that there is no longer enough dollar for the normal consumers in the society that want to be able to do something. So the scarcity of dollar is actually making it rise. And when you see careless comment from the CBN governor saying that they are going to arrest you for exchanging your naira for dollar, and people would now be scared that why should I go and exchange my naira when they would arrest me, and then keep that particular dollar, which now continues to ensure that the demand and supply equation is not what balanced. And we saw them printing a lot of naira, about 1 trillion, which actually was added to the economy, which increased the inflation to about 18%, 19%, and they gave just 100,000 as stimulus. This particular money might have been exported offshore and now been, and then maybe used to buy dollar, and that continues to ensure that the naira continues to go down. What do? We need to diversify our economy, and we also need to know that we need to stop printing naira, and then maybe you will use fiscal instrument like levy to start converting assets like NNPC to capital assets.